Happy Tuesday everyone, and welcome back to a brand new news update for Helldivers 2. And there's quite a bit to talk about today because the CEO has, well, we've been given some inside information about what's being worked on for the game right now, and it's what a lot of players have wanted to hear for a very long time. There was a new patch today, and I've seen the response to it on my update video earlier today. Some people still feel like after the patch it hasn't really done that much, but we'll see anyway. And there's a lot of people asking about the patrol spawns. That is something they're working on, but it won't be until the next major build, which will be coming at the end of this month. It could come sooner because we do get new patches every Tuesday, but yeah, it's hopefully that will be coming sooner rather than later. So we're going to be getting straight in with the news right now, guys, and if you do enjoy it, as always, if you wouldn't mind, consider dropping a like on the video and consider subscribing, and that would mean the world to me, as always, in every video. I know I say it a lot, but it does support me so much. So let's hop in with the news, starting off with something a little bit aside from the balance changes that's going to be happening, but I just want to update you on something I saw people talking about in the Discord. And yes, there is a kind of new community manager. You guys would have seen the news and the information over the last week when Spit was fired as the community manager at Arrowhead, and today I saw a lot of people talking about a new community manager, and you know, it's obviously quite a big thing that people like to know because they like to check out information. And apparently this person who is the community manager, which I think is pronounced Ethelon, has been around since the beginning, but has now moved into the community manager role, I think. So someone pretty much just asked on the Discord saying, I haven't seen you before, are you a new community manager or have I just missed you? And Ethelon responded saying, I've been around since the beginning, I just have other areas that are my primary focus. But actually in the Discord, if you check when you see your online community managers, we now have Ethelon, Baskinator and Twinbeard, which are always online as the main community managers. So yeah, welcome along, Ethelon, even though you've kind of already been on the journey with us since the beginning, since the game launched. I haven't seen you in there before either, and I think there's so many different people that work at Arrowhead that we just don't even know about. But if you're going to be now sort of bringing us some extra news, then you know, I'm sure you'll be focused in a lot of the videos that we cover. So that is what is going on there, if you are wondering if there was a new community manager on board. Next up, we have some of the biggest information that we've been wanting to hear for such a long time. And Evil Boss, who works at Arrowhead, said, our CEO has also made a statement that is going to be some major focus on balancing and making things good. So that hopefully helps some. And I saw this posted all over the news outlets over the week, over the last day or so. And this is really good news because this is something that as a community as a whole, it's been something that's been affecting the game massively. You know, when Warbonds drop, people love new weapons, they get nerfed, and people are feeling like things are just not good enough at the moment. I did bring you guys a video yesterday saying that assault rifles are going to be getting a buff as well, and that probably comes down to when this from this information when he says major focus on balancing and making things good. So I guess ARs are going to have a massive change to them within the next couple of weeks, which is going to be fantastic, and just an overall balance in the game. And you know, I hope when I guess this so they do a major patch, so they do the small ones every Tuesday, and then they do a major one at the end of the month. And you know, like the last one we had in April, that was huge, and then now we've got the next one coming up at the end of this month, which as well is meant to have the spear is meant to be fixed too. I read a comment as well in from a lot of people in the comment section when I talked about the spear being fixed. A lot of people said that if the spear gets fixed, it's then going to become way too overpowered and then they'll just nerf it again. Is that true? I don't know, but I've just been told that the targeting's been broken on it for ages. I don't use the spear, but that's what I've been told from people. But this is great news that CEO has been telling everyone about this, and Eva Boss give us a little bit of information. Then someone went on to say, hey, quick question. Has there been any discussion to dealing with polar patriots, with how the feasibility / poor balancing with the new Warbond? And Evabor said, I am not on balancing, so I have no clue what is going on behind those curtains. But if you didn't see in a video I posted earlier today, they released a new player poll, which was on polar patriots, and has 56 to 57,000 votes, and they do these polls because they want to get an idea from us as a community. They want to know sort of, they want to make things, even though it doesn't seem that way sometimes, they do want to make it so we enjoy the weapons. And I think they've noticed that more than anything recently, Arrowhead, that they've just kind of taken the fun out of the game a little bit, nerfing things way too much. And maybe this wasn't the right call. Johan, the CEO, has already admitted this himself and said they are going to make changes to this, which I just think this is great for the community. We want to, if, like we've all said for years, if this was for a long time, if this was a PvP competitive online esports game, then we'd understand the nerfs, right? But because it's a PvE based game and we're all working together, then it's kind of like we're being punished, and for something where we're all working together and we want the best weapons, and we play Helldivers because we enjoy the fact that we have these crazy fun weapons. And yes, I don't believe that there should be one gun that's better than the others, so everyone just uses that, but they should all be quite fun in their own different ways. So let's hope that for the next Warbond coming up and the new balance changes, it's going to make Helldivers have some of the biggest changes that we've all been waiting for. And also, if this could all be prepared in time for the Illuminate, then wow, Helldivers might do the biggest upgrade of the century since No Man's Sky. We never know. But by the way, for No Man's Sky, that's one question, and this is completely separate from Helldivers, but if anyone was a No Man's Sky player out there, I did play it a bit, but I never really played it after it had its biggest change of the century. What did they do so right that kind of brought everyone back? Was it just the fact they just rebuilt the game from the ground? Because I remember when I did play it a little bit again after it had been updated, I was like, wow, this does feel like a totally different game. And I don't think Helldivers needs that. What Helldivers needs more is the balancing, like we said. Stop nerfing the best weapons, and and the new content will come along, such as the Illuminate. But anyway, and on from that, as I said, there was a new patch today. Not much. So they had some crash fixes. So they fixed a crash triggered when the host left after a player hot joined. They fixed an occasional crash in the loadout menu. There was a fix for a rare crash when transitioning to or from the ship. And then some just other general fixes. They fixed players getting stuck on the mission summary screen when the host leaves. They fixed the issue of non-purchase super credits not being visible in the Warbond overview screen, only relevant for Japanese release. Optional account linking is now available in the account section of the game. Sony, we're not doing it. And they also fixed some Steam stuff, supplied invalid or not allowed being shown due to a different error. They also fixed attachments on weapons showing up as purple question marks in the tutorial in some cases. The airburst proximity explosion is now triggered only by enemies and Helldivers, and the AR-61 tenderizer now has the correct color scheme. So anyway, Helldivers, I hope you have a great rest of the day. There may not be another Helldivers video from me today because I think this will probably be everything covered. But as I said, since I started covering news on Helldivers, anything can happen at any point, at any time of the day. That's what's fun about it. Sometimes it's not very fun because it could be negative stuff, but let's hope it stays positive. So have a great rest of the day, guys. Catch you soon. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys then.